only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no different. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, them make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-the-way girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby, yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby, yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the dallas, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, ayy. Y'all heard I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. Ayy. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me. Talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, but don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Look like talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When these we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my heart like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm no keep it, I'll pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. We do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. All they texts and calls. Run me that making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you they taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins inside the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Here we go.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play you do. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
That is caught by Mitchell for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats. So that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get him to him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Dolphins at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Again, that's Watkins. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown, Jets. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on.
And it's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the the Jets. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Play action. It's Wilson. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to...
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 23 yards to pick up there.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And now Bo going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Wilson. Flushed out right. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they're trying to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, making inside and miss in the open field.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground. He did there to make that play. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
12. 11 empty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And going deep for Hill. And this is knocked away and incomplete. but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He'll check this down to Hines. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Gun.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, their defense has really struggled. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a big chunk of yardage.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far, and here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On the delay, here's Hines. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea with the